fuck it, we gon' go in the map. Hey,
That was horrible.
that was terrible.
Mr. Drake, Mr. Champagne.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, you still. G, we back in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up?
good,
Yes,
brother?
go.
I like the rap though, you know. You got some skill, you know. A little bit.
A little bit. I
I
mean,
might drop a bar, you know.
ooh. What you got? You got some whole bars for him?
Well, these ain't my bars. These is bars in my heart. You know.
Hey, mom, just saying they made hoe say, okay, so make another hoe. Let me get to it.
See.
Hey, we back.
I'm gonna give you a new bar. Watch this right here.
Yeah.
Let me think. Let me give you something new. I gave cocaine to users and OKs and shooters. I'm cocky, Venice Versace with the stone face Medusa Sopranos and Maggianos. We got gold plated Rugers, his pistol, a backflip you and blow your whole frame to Pluto. All eyes on us, can we chill? Eat with snakes, probably get him killed. Cause trust me, every family had a Henry Hill. And every man don't got Gary's skill. When you this dope, it take at least 50 mil just to sit me still.
See.
You know what, G? Yeah, you can play basketball too.
Yeah.
What the hell can't you do?
Man, I don't know, man. You know, I can write music too. I haven't really like spit my own stuff, but I can definitely write music. I remember you was telling me about that. You know, you was writing music, but yeah, my pops, you know, just being around hip hop so much. But I gravitate to other people's bars, like just you know the way they just their delivery. That one was from Benny. You know, that's Benny the Butcher. So. Conway, you know, he's another one, like, relevant present day. Like, I know most of all his lyrics. I take him to the heart because, you know, he got shot and he bounced back. Here we go again. We out the mud. You know, he's out the mud. So, you know, and then, too, you know, like I was telling you the other day, you know, you pray for the mud, you got to deal with the rain.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, he took it to another level. So, yeah.
See,
lyricism,
and that's I think that's what's the beautiful thing when it comes to music is the impact that it can have on somebody as far as that connection and everything. Because I tell you, there's a lot of things that I pull from music that I didn't get from like a mentor initially until I talked about a song, and then like they delved into that or a line or that song specifically, that's where I got more perspective on. Like, damn, okay, so this is what this is about. Knowledge.
That was like Good Kid for me. Good
Kid?
I say
Good Kid's a
Kendrick
great album.
definitely painted a picture for like
album.
every song. It was just like you can just see everything, but also like you're listening to it, but you can just see it visually,
Right.
But
visual audio album.
I will say though, like back to like you know Benny. I remember y'all put me on a Benny a year ago today, probably. Y'all put me on a Benny, Freddie Gibbs. I didn't hear Alfredo yet. Right. I heard Alfredo, but I was bumming that the rest of the year. And then you know West Side Guns. Who else? Conway the Machine. Yeah, bruh. Conway.
Oh, the whole Griselda.
The whole Griselda,
I feel like
bro.
we mentioned on them. That has been the most mentioned group or maybe outside of Drake that we talked about up here all the damn time.
Yes,
I know when we first started. That
was it. That was especially Mr. B Guns himself.
I think it was because of the run they had for that year too. So I mean, they had some good stuff coming in. But Mr. G, today you was with your family. You came into the store. Christmas time, Santa Claus. How did that go today?
Man, you know, she got dressed today. My baby girl. Well, actually, both of them got dressed. It's just, you know, Whitney, she didn't want to sit on Santa Claus's lap. You know, that she too old for that.
Yeah.
But, they dressed up, man. And, you know, they were beautiful, man. Just watching them, you know, entertain and mingle with each other. And, you know, Iris, she took pictures with the Santa Claus and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was a great day.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. And you know, everybody needs to start getting into the jolly spirits because it's among us. It's upon us. Santa Claus gonna be ho-hoing around
Ho ho and a rat.
They be dropping gifts down the
It's
chimneys.
Santa Claus, nigga. Where the milk and cookies?
Right. Hey, look, man. I tell y'all, don't break y'all pockets this season, please.
Yes, please don't.
Please,
Hey,
please.
I already gotta talk to somebody about breaking these damn pockets. I ain't gonna say his damn name,
It's
but
the young bull.
that's a young.
Matter of
bull.
fact, G, matter of fact, that's a topic right there,
We
real
gonna
quick.
yes, let me just tell you, bro. I'm not gonna say his name because that's my guy. But all right, let's just think back when you was like what 15, 16, 17, 18, between there.
I don't think I've ever done this before.
Let's just say you not getting anything from anybody yet. But
Or at all.
But you still like you talking to them, you feel me? You doing whatever. But their birthday rolling around, you like, yo, I gotta get them a present, whatever.
What am I gonna give them?
What am I gonna give them? You drop $500 on some jewelry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Even I got jewelry on. Like I'm not dropping 500.
Right.
It take time, you know. I got 3 chains here.
Yeah.
My wife, she got bracelets she just bought.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the stuff, like this is expensive, but I don't just I'm just gonna buy the whole
Right.
thing. You might need to get the chain
Chain
then
first,
the
then you
charm
get
later.
the.
Yeah.
You know, but you don't just spend 500, and then if you do, put it on credit. Put it
Right.
on credit card.
But my thing
Oh,
is,
he
they not
don't even know about credit yet.
they not even cuffed. He didn't
Was
even
he?
cuff none of them.
Was he 16?
Oh no.
It's a 16-year-old.
And he paid for it for who? Who did he buy this for?
For a friend.
For a friend that he has a thing for, but it's a friend that he ain't never kissed. No, none of that.
Nah, man. Nah.
$500. That's a lot.
Who is his father? That's who we need to know. Who is your daddy? Because first off, how you getting this money, right? And then I come in the room, I'm like, son, where that money I gave you? Oh, I spend it on so and so. Well, what you get out of it? You get something?
Right.
I ain't getting nothing, daddy. Okay, then we gonna have to go back to the drawing board.
We're gonna have to
doing
have a
something
conversation. I'm like, hey, you
I
have to go
actually-
to that girl house.
I actually told him. I told him as far as what he needed to do because he got some insecurities about himself, which I ain't gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
But that was the first thing that he talked about. He said, "Man, I can't do so and so because of this." I said, first of all, right there, that you need to get rid of.
Yeah.
So as far as what's in your control, you need to work on that. Stuff that's out of your control, there's nothing you can
Use
do.
that to your
So you got to use that to your advantage.
True.
Him buying these gifts right now, I understand it. I understand where he's at least coming from. Being at that age, hormones and emotions are at an all-time high, especially for somebody who you're infatuated with, I say.
Okay.
So when you got some money, you got somebody that, okay, look, I'm trying to get with her. You'll pay the price, but he need to have somebody to sit him down and say, look, man, you can't do this because you pay that price for a gift for a girl, that doesn't make them any more obligated to get with you.
Yep.
So it's like if you can't pay for emotions, you can't pay for feelings and stuff like that, and ain't no price
That
on
don't
that.
mix, right?
So $500, he gonna get his heart broke. If he can't take it back, he gonna get his heart broke, and that's something that he need to do. If we don't check on, I'm gonna talk to him next time I get some alone time with him. I'm like, what's up, bro? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, like at this point, you doing it to yourself.
He doing it to himself.
And it's just like, bro, like I was talking to them, whatever, and it's mostly just him himself, bro. He need to get out the insecurities, and that's what I be trying to tell a lot of the youngins from my mistakes.
Right.
Because I definitely know how it is being shy, whatever, timid, not trying to slide, but whatever you worried about rejection,
Right.
bruh. I tell you, it take 100 misses to just finally perfect your jump shot. And once you perfect it, you good, bruh. You good. You not gonna miss no more.
Well, look, I think this is the perfect moment for G to kind of step in because you were talking about line of credit now. Yeah, the line of credit. And he's 15, 16, so he probably don't know nothing about that. Right. In addition to his emotions and his inexperience with but it's true. Obviously, he's spending $500 for a young lady.
Yeah.
So inexperience with women and dating and all this type of stuff. what can you say for him, but also in a general sense for people moving forward?
Yeah, I'll just say, with a sense of urgency, credit needs to be the same type of conversation that you have about sex to your teenagers. Like, it's just that important. Like, you have to teach them about financial literacy. Early in the game, right. 15, 16. Like, I had a conversation with Whitney. She's 13. You know, credit is important. Your money is important. Save your money. We talk about college. We talk about, hey, daddy ain't going to pay for this. You got to get a scholarship. Like, your grades is everything early, you know. So just dropping gems on them all the time and talking to them about money and stuff like that, you got to have that. You know, that's just important is that conversation around sex or, you know, periods or whatever, peer pressure, you know, some of those things, you know, that's important, man.
Right.
You got to drop gems. So if I was his father, whoever, his brother, whoever, if I knew better, I help him to do better. You know, early, yeah.
And that's where I think, you know, like, I kind of had to play that role. Me and Sean both have to play that role into, like, you know, checking him in a way. Not in like we make him, like, you nigga, why you doing that, whatever. It's just like
it's a conversation.
It's a conversation. Like, you know, we trying to help you out. You know, make sure that you know you got your head on right. Making sure that you not giving out too much to somebody that you know ain't gonna be there how you want them to be there or whatever. So
exactly. And G move forward with a lot of the resources, because we were kind of talking about this off mic yesterday. Yes. That we don't know what we don't know. That's something that's been thrown around a lot, especially in our community. What tips can you give to the people as far as learning financial literacy?
Remember we talked about yesterday using your resources, right? Like, you know, the internet is everything. You know, you can find everything on internet. I mean, hell, you can go to Barnes and Noble, and, you know, and get those books. What's those? The to-do books, dummies books.
Yeah,
They got everything in them.
They got, you know what I'm everything.
Saying? Every step by step, right? Like, just to make it in layman's terms for you. You know what I mean? So I just think, you know, use your resources, man. You know, talk to people that are also trying to do the same thing that you're doing with finances, and talk to older people too. You know, a lot of older people know the game. You know, they know how credit works. Credit has never changed. It's been the same. It's the same trap. It can put you in the trap if you don't know what you're doing. But, you know, just as quick as you can get in, you can get out. You know, so I would say, you know, the biggest thing is use your resources. You have apps. You know, you have YouTube. Just go on there if you want to create a business. Type in how to create a business. You know, don't use Google so much. Google is more for research and extensive research. But with YouTube, it's a video. So now you're getting as if an instructor's in front of you and teaching you how to do it.
And you visually see it.
Right.
Absolutely. Start there first.
Free Skillshare.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Because I've actually been thinking about applying to or getting a subscription to some Skillshare just to learn a little bit about some of the things I want to get into. Yeah. But I know YouTube, like, they give it for free. A lot of people nowadays, they'll give in-depth steps as well.
Or even like a Patreon, like people use
that too, right,
as like a platform for like sharing different things.
Right.
Like, I think even like DJ Khaled, funny enough, this man got a Patreon of like music, like just like teaching people how to like do different things as far as like music go. I think I might be just tripping. I might dreamt that shit. But hey,
dreamt that DJ Khaled had a Patreon? That's a wild dream.
Might be true though.
It might be true. There's a lot of bags out here for people to get, especially after the travesty of his last album. I'm sure
that shit was.
Well, he went after Tyler, the creator, too. Let's be clear.
And he went after Tyler. Tyler had a great album, honestly.
Yeah. Tyler didn't say anything either. He just let his numbers speak for itself.
Tyler didn't say nothing, but he idolized like him in a way. Not saying that like he like, you know, that was somebody that he was a mentor to him. But I mean, you know, he looked up to him. You know, he's a great, I wouldn't even say artist, but you know, he was a great addition as far as like producing, making different music. He had a good stride going into like like the early 2010s era. Right.
Hey, look, man, you just gotta realize when this run is over.
Yeah, and that shit is done.
Hopefully he got his money in check too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of rappers.
I ain't never gonna get another damn. What's it called? What's that shit called?
What
Wait.
Keys like the
I'm
snap.
on one.
I'm on one.
We ain't never getting none of that back.
Hey, that's fine. I keep it where it's at. I've realized growing up that there's a lot of rappers and celebrities who have mismanaged their money.
Yes.
Or it like.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just seeing from an outside perspective and kind of correlating with their career. Because I've seen rappers who are here, like we talked about in the last pod, who was here for a year. They were the moment, and now they're gone now. And we could talk about a rapper in particular who's
Gutter?
Huh?
Gutter?
That nigga was never going to be on. I mean, anyway.
Sorry.
YK Osiris. Y'all see that video of him and Lil Baby?
Nah.
Lil Baby was saying, "Hey, yo, what that 5,000 that you owe me?"
Yeah,
he was passive aggressive.
They were in the jewelry store.
In the jewelry store.
A big time one too. What is it called?
I didn't see that.
He laughing and all that. I'm like, and Baby ain't crack a smile. He knew the exact date that he owed him and all that stuff. What I found funny was that he posted a couple days ago talking about he get $1,000 cuts. He paid $325. Of course, not in total. $325,000 for some earrings. Hell yeah! At that point, it does become the principle. Mm-hmm. And if you make big purchases like that, or just crazy purchases like that, I mean, obviously your money can't go but so far.
Yeah,
I get that. You've come into a big influx of money at one time because these labels be giving people advances and everything. So you come in, you getting a couple $100,000 for as far as budgeting for your album, maybe even a couple million. Where is that gonna go? Where's that gonna go if you don't make these investments? And I think kind of what I've kind of been talking about every podcast. Yo, today.
I'm sorry, I had to watch it real quick.
Go ahead.
My fault.
You go ahead and watch it.
Nah, it was an icebox.
Yeah, go ahead, play it.
That's the name of
You got the audio too?
I got you. Oh wait, it's on the.
Sorry, let me get my 5 in, man. I can't wait to get you. I can't. You right now. He's so funny, man. I'm dead ass. See, I made rap go up and down.
He said you so funny.
Look right now, don't worry about it. Man, this is so rich, man. I'll wait on your next hit. Let me tell you how you rich you is. You don't even bother me about that.
Want me to wait on your next hit?
Yeah, hell yeah. I got your shit. Yeah.
Well, owe me 5,000, man. I'm waiting on your next hit. 3,000. I'm gonna invoice your label.
Invoice.
Invoice your label.
This nigga's so serious, bro. I ain't
You can see it, right?
bro. You can see it, bro.
You can see it on his face.
like Loki, I know he was like he won't give him eye contact for one.
Right.
That was like number one thing. Cause like, right, you gotta think where Baby from. So he not gonna do that, bro. Like, I know, cause I've been around people like that, bro. He gonna look at you. He just gonna tell you.
And that actually told him, that's like, okay, you know what? I know not to ever do this again. First of all, why can't? What did he get 5,000? Like, why did he have to? Was it from a game where they was playing? Were they making a bet?
No, I bet you it was for jewelry.
I think
like, yo, let me hold 5K real quick
for some jewelry. Yeah, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
He better ask Drake. He cool with Drake right now.
He better be cool with Drake. Drake got the keys.
I was about to say,
Drake, he got my fucking Jay Prince #1 contract.
That's different.
Yo, I just saw today tickets for the Ye and Drake concert are going for $1,700.
Bro,
oh, 17?
Yes. No, I'm sorry. No, you're right. $7,000. I thought I was sure it said 17. $7,000 for like not even floor seats.
1,000.
It's like
you're up there.
Yeah.
What?
But what are y'all predictions for this, by the way?
What?
For the show. Ye and Drake.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how that fucking show about to go.
I don't know either.
It's just like you got two different energies, bro. Like you got Ye, which is he coming off of Donda. You got Drake on CLB talking about his wife and all this and dissing him and just other stuff, bro. Like Drake, it's a whole different album for one. They don't collide at all. It's just like Donda, CLB, and then Kanye, Drake, Jay Prince in the middle.
I don't know. I think they might do. I think the performance itself, they might have like they have some good choices for the songs they're gonna do. I'm just kind of concerned as far as how the show is actually gonna go. Yeah. As far as will they be amicable both enough with each other to go through it all, or what's gonna happen leading up to it. There's a lot of stuff that happened. This is 3 years of tension.
Then the representation behind the concert itself was to bring awareness to Larry Hoover. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, I don't know, bro. True. I don't know. It's just like a lot of stuff that just don't sit right with that whole thing. That's true.
I don't think Larry Hoover is a legend, man. I mean, like doing a concert for him, I think he needs like reform. Like he needs signatures. He needs all kind of stuff. They can raise money for his family, but I don't see a concert being the problem solver of all this. I think, they need to get behind the NAACP. They need to make sure that they can help this man because, like, he's been in jail for almost 40 years. That's like all his son's lifetime. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
you think it's gimmicky?
I think it's gimmicky for sure. Because, like, Drake and Kanye, they work together, but they got beef.
Right.
Yeah.
This man talked about your wife.
Like, and then Ye brung up his son.
Yeah, nah.
Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff, bro. That's why I'm like, I understand that they cool now, but it's like still underlining things that I know for sure is not going to be settled yet.
Well, then you got Pusha T there too.
And Pusha been silent.
Silent.
That nigga,
his album gonna be crazy.
I don't know what he about to do.
Pusha T is he's like top 2 in my book. Besides Jadakiss.
I've been waiting.
Pusha T different.
I've been waiting for his album. It's been
3-4 years.
Yeah, I'm about to say how many years?
It's been like 3
years. Since Daytona. Yeah, 3 years. Damn.
Daytona was fucking crazy. I remember. I'm not gonna hold you. Sean would tell you. I was sticking by Drake's side. I didn't even. You know what's crazy?
He was.
I didn't listen to Daytona until 2020, like late 2020.
So last year?
Yeah.
After the pod started? I thought it was 19. I thought it was 2019. But okay.
Just because I remember because I was with and around that time, she had already went to wherever, and I just remember I was just by myself one day and I was like, bruh, I'm listening to Daytona. Just I don't know where it came from. I heard the entire album.
Pulling up in that.
Yeah.
First of all, it starts off crazy.
Go right on in.
And it just kept going and going. And then it built up to Infrared. And then, of course, Drake responded, which, that was, N.W.P freestyle was great.
I like N.W.P.
It was excellent.
I like N.W.P.
But when he came back with Story of a Don,
that's another big blow because that's a deal that Drake had. This is what I'm saying. That's a big Adidas deal that he had. I know the rollout was going to be crazy, because Drake is methodical with his stuff and like a perfectionist, quote unquote. So for Push to come out, which of course Kanye told him stuff, he had to. So for him to come out with that song and ruin the whole lot, it's like whoa. Revealing his son tied in with the shoes
and his baby mama being a porn star.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you though. His baby mama bad. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not gonna hold you. At first, I was like, but I seen a couple of pictures of her.
Yeah.
I would say that in those pictures that I've seen that she's bad, she's bad. In the pictures that I've seen where she's regular, she's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The women that he probably been with. They probably were worth not pulling out of.
How do you think
he could have pulled out of her?
How you think Drake feel having Rihanna, but now seeing her happy as hell with Rocky.
I know. And he got a son by a girl that he ain't with. I know he's sick. I know. That's
Baby
why he dropped
flute,
CLB.
but I love her for who she is. Yeah, exactly.
That's why he dropped CLB, bro.
Nah, man, he made a smart choice though. Like Tyler, he only performs by himself. Like he did his whole show by himself. It was phenomenal. Like it was like mind blowing. He came out and you know the first song, he was stood there for like 3 minutes. Like you know the song is like 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
And that pause at the beginning on his album, or what was it? It was the one with the pink. It was like
Cherry Bomb?
No, not Cherry Bomb. The one after that. The latest one before the newest one.
Oh, Igor?
Yes, Igor.
So that was there for
Igor.
Igor.
You talking about Tyler?
Yes.
Yeah, the Igor tour. Great. Like that was like right. So I'm sitting. I'm like, yo, this is 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes. He's just standing on stage. He's just standing there, and it's loud. Like it's constant. I'm like, yo, and then he just and I'm like, and he's still standing there. The beat has already started. The song is already going. He's still standing there. Then his loud firecrackers start going off. And I thought it was a bomb or something because it was so loud. And the way the stage was in Maryland, it's really like tight. It's outdoors. It's like kind of up close and personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he performed for like an hour and a half straight. And guess who he had as his openers?
Who?
Will Smith's son.
Oh, Jaden. Yes, I remember seeing that.
They were real
Jaden
close.
was like that.
I remember seeing
Yeah,
that.
Jaden like
He
that.
liked that.
Yo, all right. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it real quick.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about the Smith family right now?
They need
Let
to
me
shut
just.
the hell up. Damn.
I got Will's book in the car.
You got the book.
I got the
Have
book.
you started reading it?
I started reading 2 chapters, and it's about stuff I already know about him right now.
So far it's pretty decent.
He's giving you stuff that if you didn't watch the Red Table, you wouldn't know, right? Like you'd be like, okay, you'd be really intrigued. Like I'm not intrigued, right? Because I already know that.
Right.
Like he starts off with his dad in the wall. So if you know the story with his father in the wall, he was like 13. They had the wall of the church or something, or his house had caved in. So his dad was like, yo, we're going to do this together. We're going to fix the wall. And it took him like a month or 2 months just to fix this one wall. And they fixed it brick by brick. And it was a big wall. And they did it together. So then he accomplished that. He completed that. He said it was the hardest thing he had to do in his life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And his dad was super strict. He talks about the story when his dad sent him to the store. And he didn't come back with them cigarettes. Or whatever it was. Milk bread or something. And he said he was outside. He seen a Nerf ball. It was like the first Nerf ball, right? The kids was playing outside with the football. So he dropped the stuff and started playing with them. About an hour go by, his dad, he said he seen his daddy come down the street with his shirt off. He was like, and he military.
I know.
Yeah.
He just about to square up with him.
Yeah. He was like, son, it's either 2 things. He said, you either dead or you ain't complete the mission.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was just cussing him out and he beat him real bad. Like, kind of like,
damn.
Yeah, he kind of abused him. So he kind of took it, it forever stuck with him. And he used that throughout his whole career.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, well, do you think?
I still don't think this
I don't know what's
like
going on
helps their situation.
Right.
Just because.
I was about to say too.
First of all, I'm gonna just start with Jada. She is very fucking bold, and the fact that she feel that comfortable saying that about and in front of her husband to the whole world.
The whole world. She's
It's
seeing his
just-
face. His reaction is just.
It's just like, whoa, and he's so like monotone with it. But then also too, like the shit he been saying.
This man said after he found out he got cheated on, he had said so much
That he started throwing up.
he got disgusting with himself and the act
Yeah.
that he threw up
Yeah.
and climaxed.
Yeah.
Or threw up after he climaxed. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Say he want to be like Tupac
Yeah.
Like, God.
And then you got this man wanting to be another man to please you. That's like, and I know he's like a big time celebrity and all that, but it's just like, bro, that's like an all time low where you gotta want to be another man so that you can please your woman, your wife, or whoever.
You know, this Jaden has always gotten a pass because you know what? His dad, Will Smith, his mama, Jada Pinkett. Now that this stuff is coming up by his mom and his dad, it make him look like the normal one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga, like, you know, Jaden cool. He giving out water back to Michigan. You know what I'm saying? He got his music. He straight. But what's your mama and your daddy doing?
Bruh. And like, you know, they wonder why, like, people be looking at them crazy.
They probably don't wonder why. They probably already know. They have to know. They have to know.
Yeah, you know, Jaden and what's his sister name?
Willow.
I don't really know too much about like Willow.
I don't know about Willow.
I know she pretty chill like now. I know she be like doing like what is it, like not like rock music, but it's just like I don't know what like the genre is.
Willow music.
I mean, it's cool. Whatever she like doing, she doing. But she being somewhat normal. You know, she's doing whatever she like to do, but she ain't going out whatever her parents doing, following their lead. Which I'm like, I'm glad both of them they ain't doing nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's like sometimes just shutting the hell up is enough.
Yes, just y'all telling too much of y'all business. I think
it's like being quiet is enough.
They having fun with it.
Yeah,
it's almost like they having fun.
It's
telling us shit.
damn near, and it's like they trying to one up each other.
Yes.
Because why do we know this about them? Why do I know this about anybody?
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because they are feeling guilty about what they've done.
Yes.
And they want other people to be free and come clean. You know, if they want to choose to do that. But they nasty, man. Like, celebrities is nasty, dog.
I figured.
Like, they get it in. You know, like, these groupies and, you know, these girls, man, like, and the dudes, too. Like, some of these rappers and artists like dudes, too. So, you know, it's... They, especially with T.I. and Tiny, you know, those allegations.
That whole, crazy stuff that they had going on, too.
Yeah, like, it's
I believe
wild.
that shit, too.
Like, look at Bill Cosby. Like, Bill?
I would have never guessed Bill Cosby would have been doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Now,
Trump
R.
too.
Kelly,
we
knew that shit. It just is a matter of time.
He wildin', man. He wildin' out.
Yo, at the other day, my family started playing R. Kelly. I said, this is the perfect time to go. I went ahead and watched. You know what's funny is that R. Kelly, he's so ingrained into our culture that I hate it. And I hate that I love the song still. Like, I almost did a little tap with my feet. I said, no, let me go ahead, break this mold right now. Because I ain't going to be playing R. Kelly in my house moving forward.
Somebody said...
I got my memories of it.
Somebody said they would like to trade R. Kelly for Charlie Sheen. I said, my man's.
Damn, Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
Out of everybody we could have gotten, Charlie Sheen?
Damn, Charlie Sheen.
It was like worst case scenario.
Oh, okay. All right. Worst case scenario, you know, sure. Because he been chilling for a little while, so I take it. I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost forgot about Charlie Sheen.
I did too.
Well, he wild too. Cause,
I know he wild.
I don't know, I think he had like HIV or something. He passed it like a lot of people or something like that.
Like Usher, like Usher did.
Well, nah, Usher. I think Usher, he raw dog everything. Yeah. He got the
Usher,
right to.
Usher
got the right to. Like he been against
Usher looked like he just be doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, like him and Chris Brown, like they got the right to. Like they've been
right.
Early.
Wait. You said right to?
No, the
All
right to.
There we go.
Raw dog, whatever they want.
That's about to be
whatever
cute.
they want. Like
I was
think
about
about
to be
it.
like,
who doesn't like Chris Brown?
That's a fact.
Like who doesn't like? What girl you know don't want Chris Brown? Put his hands on them.
I think once that Rihanna shit happened, it boosted his career low key. Like at first it went like down, but when he got out and he started doing music or whatever, it just
he
been ghost for a little while though. I mean, he did drop a 100 song album, but
he dropped 1 million fucking songs. No. He dropped like 100 songs on his last album. He dropped like 60 songs on his other album. Then he dropped another like 50, 60 songs. Bro, he dropped like 300 songs. Right.
Matter of fact, I think I heard his album once just so I could never hear it again. Yeah. Currency is just it's something that you just use to as a flow to set yourself up, like what you was talking about before as far as resources. Yeah. Saving it, I've always thought has been good for rainy days, even though I haven't been the best at it before. But I know that it is good. But how do you feel about that? And again, the steps that you were going to list before I rudely cut you off.
Well, you brought up a good point. I think what are you saving for, right? Like you got to figure that out too, like because you'll sit there and have money in your account, $7,500, $2,000 to sit there. But what are you saving this for, right? Are you gonna multiply it later? Yeah. Are you gonna invest it later? Yeah. So investing is the best way to financially save anything, right? Like, so if you put money to the side for a stock or crypto or whatever, maybe you put $60 in. Tomorrow it goes up. Boom! Now you have a savings overnight, right? So the dynamic has changed. Stocks has always been there. Dividends, bonds, everything has always been there. But savings accounts, depend on what type of savings account and what are you saving for, it can hurt you. Right. Because letting money sit it's not conducive to your pockets. It depreciates. I mean, a hard dollar doesn't depreciate, but if you sit on money long enough, you're going to have to spend it on something that's going to come up eventually. Yeah. So you always want to constantly rotate. But yeah, crypto and stocks, investments, whether it's being an angel investor or silently investing in someone's business or something like a vision or your own vision, right? People buy houses, do Airbnbs, and that's something we probably going to eventually look into, and equity, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can get money overnight. Equity is also a thing. Right. So anybody looking to buy a house, like, the stereotype and the stigma is there. People say, oh, you should be married or you should be this, you should be that. How about you go into it instead of saying, yo, I'm going to live in there for 30 years or I'm going to buy this car and pay it off. That doesn't make sense for you to do that because what if you gain equity on that vehicle, right? What if you gain equity on that house? You should absolutely sell it. Right. Like, you shouldn't keep property unless it's land. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a new day, so get your money and move it somewhere else. Keep multiplying your dollars, so yeah, to answer your question, yeah.
So, real quick, let me ask you, because I think we talked about this on 2 podcasts ago, but there has been developing information coming out, and it's going to be like this because it's growing. You're a big advocate for crypto. Yes. You try to get multiple family members to get into it, as well as being having a hand into it as well. How do you feel about the crypto and the virtual real estate that people have been getting into? Because somebody has bought something today for $2.4 million.
Oh, you talking about N.W.P?
No, the virtual real estate.
Okay, yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that? How do you feel like that is also going to be something that's what's the word I'm looking for?
Lucrative?
Yeah, do you also feel like that's something going to be lucrative as an investment for people in the future where they can have either a good return on, good flip on, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody that's creating all these different systems, all they're trying to do is avoid taxes, right? So now, like, the IRS has a grip on crypto now. The
tax consolidation and everything.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So what are people going to do now? Okay, NFTs. There's no tax. You know what I'm saying? You're selling pieces of art, you know what I mean, and claiming it. So even with the housing situation, yeah, you should, if it's a way to make money, like quick capital, you want to do that. It can even be, if you know the tax game, like Donald Trump, he knew the tax game. He made money off of taxes, off of IRS this whole time. So you gotta use whatever income. Income is income, but what you're gonna do with it once you gain it. Yeah. Everybody in this room gonna get a big bonus one day. Yeah. You're gonna get $10,000. You're gonna get $100 maybe. anytime you own property, you have equity.
Right.
It's either gonna go up or you're gonna go down.
Right.
Most of the time, if you get a house, you're gonna have positive equity. I guarantee you, your parents' house right now has probably like at least a $200,000 positive equity.
Oh, whatchamacallit, our house, so I can tell you actually. So when we got the house, it was priced at approximately, it was like 305.
Mm-hmm.
I think this house is worth like 350.
Yeah.
Like 350. So it went up what? $45,000.
Yeah, I've been here for 3 years.
Yeah.
I know my house went up almost 3 times its original price.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because of the location, school,
Amazon.
New jobs is coming in the area. It's close to downtown.
And it's only going up. Like
Yeah,
once,
of
like
course.
I'll tell you, in the next like 3 years, bro. Like this house, for example, is probably gonna be worth like maybe right in like the 450 range, 500.
Oh,
Which,
for sure.
that's really good, and like you're getting what a whole almost damn near what you already are paying for the house in itself. So it's like, let's say if we did sell it, we'll have that to pay off the house or whatever, but we'll also have another like $250, almost $300,000 investment into the house that we're getting back. So it's all about like how you do it, and then like with doing that though, you have to think, oh, I'm selling this, I'm gonna be buying something either that same level or you're gonna downgrade because it's only up at that point.
Or you can uproll your funds into getting something that's even more.
Yes.
Even more, because that's really the game plan. Because you get there,
Mm-hmm.
as we talked about off the mic before, when it comes to renovation or any continuing development in that area, your money's already going to go up anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of things when it comes to that, because I've been looking into that for this almost entire year. There's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like acquiring property and everything, so and I've talked to a few people, got a few people that I'm going to be in cahoots with, I guess you can say. It's very exciting, I guess. It is very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. But this is what I was talking about before. It's like, damn, there's a lot of information that's out there that I was not privy to at all.
Yeah. Now you I'm gonna give you the blueprint real quick.
Yeah.
Buy a house, see what kind of equity you can get out of it. Talk to your realtor. They'll tell you that the area is growing, or they'll give you information about it. Your broker is your real estate agent is different from your broker. Your broker goes out and finds the deals. They do all the paperwork and the number pushing. They sign off everything. The real estate agent will help you with the broker and communicate information to this person. That person would then talk to the lenders of the bank. So what you want to keep in mind is, boom, you get your property, you got, let's say you have $100,000 in positive equity. Your family, you guys have moved in. It's been a year. It's been 2 years. Your property is going up. Now you up $100,000. You see what I'm saying? Or 50. Sell the house, get the equity, go buy another one. Buy another one. Right. You only need 3% of your loan. So if you get a house that's what, $500,000, that's what, $13,000. You got $13,000 right there out of that positive equity. So boom, get you some more property. Now you got a nicer house. Then you stay in that property for a year, right? So then, or you rent it out. But remember, you got $50,000. Let's say low end 50.
Yeah.
Right? Equity, like I'm talking about in your pocket.
In your
after
pocket,
mortgage
yes.
fees,
Yes.
closing
Yes.
fees.
Yes.
It's in your pocket, right? Boom, you got $13,000. You put that on there. And this is bad credit. You got good credit. You got to put nothing down, right? So you take your $13,000 or $5,000 or whatever you have, put that down in the house. Open that one up. Put a tenant in it. That's rent. You pay your rent. You pay yourself. So now you got a tenant in there. Buy another house. You got another one. So now you got 2 homes. It's like Monopoly. You got 2 property pieces. You got 2 tenants living in the house. The rent is $1,400. They paying you $2,400. You're making $1,000 every time they pay their rent. So the object is they're making your credit score go up. So now you can get whatever you want. You can get credit card, major credit cards. You can get, the Amex cards, the ones that's weighted, because every single time, every month, they basically paying you, and your credit's going up, and you pocketing money.
Right.
Yeah.
So now think about it. You got your regular job. You got 2 homes that you're renting out, and it could be a condo, or if you ain't renting, you can Airbnb it, depending on the area. So the real homework in it is finding the area, the housing, the market. How quick can your property be developed if it's brand spanking new? Like, all of those things are factors. So finding a great realtor is where you want to start, but multiply your properties. DJ Envy does it all the time.
All right.
You can buy like cheap stuff and renovate it.
Right.
Because he already has the money, right? But a person, like we starting out, get you some property, get you some positive equity, sell, put it in your pocket, and then you start what Envy's doing. That's how you do it. That's like the groundwork, right? So that's where I would go with that.
All right.
Yeah, my mind is like, like like the. I had a little hangover when he was at he was playing like black
numbers and everything.
I'm just like,
yeah,
but I'm following.
Make sure your credit right. You gotta make sure your credit right. Your FICO score. You got 3 credit scores. You got 1 FICO score. Your FICO score basically shows how well you are with your payments. Even though you might be in debt like a motherfucker, it shows you how good you are. So you can have a low credit score, but your FICO score good.
Right.
So you might qualify for more. You might get credit cards in the mail, more advertisements, stuff like that. So just keep a lookout on that. But always have a credit monitoring system. Download the Self app.
Yeah, I'm
right.
on it. Yep.
Self is crucial.
Now, can you explain more about this app?
So
I know we talked
like
about this off mic,
self-finder.
but just
So basically, it's kind of like, think about Netflix, right? You're paying for a subscription. You have a service, right? The service that they provide is you would pay $45 for 12 months, and it's going to guarantee that your score is going to go up as long as you pay on time. And most of the time, it's an automatic drive situation, and you got to think about something. What's $45 a month? That ain't nothing. So if you can't make your $45 payment, then that means that something has come out your account, and you're not monitoring what's coming in and what's going out.
Right?
And that's bad. That's just poor. You know what I'm saying? And some people have relationships. You know what I'm saying? You got a relationship with your girl. How you gonna manage her? You can't manage your own money. Like, you can't see your account when it's about to come out. So $45 ain't nothing. But I'll tell you this, it'll make your score go up every time you do that, 48 points. You finish out the year, 48 points. So every time in your credit report, you have an account that's going to say green or every month. I know y'all seen that before.
Yeah.
But it's like every month.
Yeah, it's like a check mark. Yeah.
So it'll be green every month. Boom, now your FICO score is getting better. You're getting points on your credit. So they weigh a lot, right? So once you finish that, you get a check at the end of your 12-month term. So that's the access of that $45. So like, let's say you've been paying the $45 for 12 months, you got like $500 left. They give it back to you. So you can either put it in the check, they give it back to you, or they'll put it in the credit card for you. So now you got $500. Now they're gonna put it as a credit limit on the credit card. You can keep that credit card and start over with your $45 payment. So now you build a double now. Now you double dipping. So now you got 2 accounts open. And they're both in good standing, right? Remember, the credit card is like a savings account. You got to spend the money.
Right.
You got to invest it, right? You're spending it to invest in your credit. You see what I'm saying? So at some point, you have to make sure that you're paying on time with Self. Any loan that you get with Self on time. Once you do that for a year, you get your credit card, get you another credit card. This time when you get your credit card, if you keep it under 30%, your score, I guarantee you, it'll change your life in 1 year. Just 1 year, your score will be high, 800. And then eventually, once you get those good habits, it'll start coming to you every time. Like, you won't miss a payment. You'll always monitor your payments. Look at your bank account. You'll be working hard as hell. And you got all this money coming in. And you're like, what am I going to do with it? Okay, I'm going to invest it here. So the whole point of this is you look at your job situation. If it ain't paying you enough to pay your student loans back, you got to go. If it ain't paying you enough for all the problems and issues they got, you got to go. Shorty's messing with you at work. what I'm saying? You got to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta have a good job. You gotta have a good job. $20 an hour, that's what you need. You know, North Carolina, minimal. 17, 16, minimal, somewhere around there. You gotta keep it, you know. Or have a side hustle. You get paid $20 an hour, it's cool. Get a side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bake some cookies or something, you know, build some capital, man, for yourself. But yeah, that's the self app. Everybody start self. Get that. It's a blue app. I'm gonna give y'all some stocks.
Get my shit out
to look for. Everybody, if you got an iPhone, you got the stock app. It's stock on the stocks, right, on the iPhone. So I'm gonna tell you guys to look into WKSP, which is Work Sport. This one is a company that's looking to put batteries that are electric, basically electric batteries to power houses. So like, if you have a Ford truck or something like that, that's going to be battery power, like a Tesla. Just imagine the Tesla having an extended battery where you could take it out and power your house. So they're going to have that for, you know, homes. And they already have it, but they don't have this one. This one is going to be like a week, 2 weeks out, powering your house, just in case of something that, you know, happens.
Right. You said, what's it called?
WKSP. It's going to be on the Work Sport LTD. Now this is small time. It's $3.86 per share. This is gonna go up when they start. Do some research on this too. And as soon as you click on WKSP on the stocks app, you can scroll down. You can see everything about it, all the articles. It's so many platforms that you can see. You know, so definitely check that out. Do some research on that. $3.92 ain't nothing.
Right.
Like if you get 50 of those, 50 stocks. Times $3.92. That's only $196. So
almost $200 you in there.
Yeah, $200. You just got yourself some stock, and it's easy to buy. Use Robinhood for beginners. Super easy to do. There's so many platforms. Webull, you can use Webull. There's so many, but that's a small stock to get into. If you want to get into one that's a little higher, go with Blink, BLNK. This one's $38.18. So that's a good one to invest in as well. Definitely do some research on that one too. All of this stuff is the charging, electric car stuff. There's a car that's coming out.
Like the Ford I keep seeing. With the charging thing and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give you one in particular. I'm glad you said that. There's one in China. There's a competitor of Tesla. They're in China right now. They're actually the same as Tesla in China. Heavy manufacturing. They're like up right now. It's called XPeng. And if you type it in, it's XPEV. XP is in Paul, E is in Echo, V is in Victor. If you type that in, you'll see $51. That's what the stock is. But if you scroll down, you can see the news about it on CNBC, The Entrepreneur, The Street, which is the Wall Street Journal. Like you can see all of this. Here's the car right here. Now it has all the bells and whistles of a Tesla, and it's better. So all of this information is what they're talking about when it's going to hit the U.S. They're going to hit the UK first. They'll be hitting the U.S. sometime next year. Probably middle of 2022, maybe April, May.
Yeah.
When they hit, it's going to be up with Tesla. Now look at Tesla stock.
Tesla stock is like a band, I think.
You see what I'm saying?
Because I remember, because Sean remember last year, that shit hit 9. Bro, I had 1,300. Yeah.
It's going to go up. This is the only rival of Tesla. It says a Chinese Tesla rival, XPeng, wants to sell half of its cars overseas. They're expanding. I'm telling you right now. Get you some stock. If you get 1, 2, you spent $51, or how much was it? 51? You spent $51 for one stock. Let's say if it hit 1,000 like Tesla, you just came up $900
Right.
You know, take your bread and move your money the way it needs to be moved. Like stop buying kicks, stop buying, things that you don't need. Start putting in stock.
Right.
You got $50. It's like Going to church. Put the money in the pen, man. They collecting tithes, man. Put your money in, man. Invest in the church, man. You want this service, you gotta invest in the church.
So I'm saying this is all part of the delayed gratification that was on my last podcast, where you invest in it now, you get that return, down the line within a couple years. It's gonna be worth it.
For sure.
I think not seeing immediate results is the thing that a lot of people don't want to get into it, but I think that a lot of people are getting on board, especially after last year.
Yeah. I missed out big time on crypto, on Bitcoin, man. They were down at $7,000 March of the pandemic, like when it first started.
Yeah, I missed out too.
Yeah. Like, financial literacy just comes. It came later in my life, and it hit around that time during the pandemic. Like, I didn't know you can mine coins. Like, you ever heard that? You can mine them?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. You can just chip away. Just get you a few dollars in there, So
That's right.
I didn't know you can do it. I thought you had to buy the whole thing, So we would have bought the whole thing back then. I would have been up 65 bands right now. But it's never too late.
Yeah, it's just like you gotta learn now to learn more to stay ahead.
Right.
So it's just like us right now. Like, we're learning this now, and like I said, you're becoming more so like an expert at it now.
Yeah.
So it's just like and what's gonna be the thing going forward. So not only be 65 bands up, might be a damn 100 bands up.
Yeah, man. Follow these people, man.
Yeah.
Follow the stories. Elon Musk. He's a pioneer, but there's also gonna be more pioneers.
Yeah.
Do a messaging group where you talk to each other about crypto and financial. Because I got two of my brothers in the chat, and we talk about financial literacy every day. He like, I popped up in the chat and told him about these new stocks that I stumbled on. And the white boy told me about these stocks. I'm just building relationships with people.
Right.
Like you do. Right. You know what I mean? So I was just having a conversation. He kind of gravitated to me, and I kind of had a wall up because of what I'm going through at my old job. I'm like, with the whole discrimination thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I let the wall down. He came over, he talked to me, and then he wanted to just feed me information. He was like, yo, like, you need to do this with real estate. You need to do this with this stock. You need to do this. So I'm like, okay, I got to bring this back to my community. And I'm like, I'm going to be on the pod. I got to bring this back, So I just knew, like, there's more stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff. So if anybody wants to, get on the bandwagon for sure with crypto or stock, anything like that, you'll make small money, but small money turn into big money. We invested in Shibu coin, me and my two partners, and I put in $25, and he put in probably like $100. We came up like $900 just off of that. Now I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Wow.
If Shibu hits like 0.00050 of a cent, we'd be millionaires. I mean, like, the coin is so cheap. Like, you can go in there and spend like $200. You have like 1.5 million shares.
Oh my gosh.
So if you hit $1, I'm 1.5 million up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it could very well turn into that, but you gotta wait. You gotta let it sit.
Right.
So my money, I went from 900 to 500. And now it's just sitting. I'm not gonna take it out. I'm scared, like, I might lose.
Right.
But what am I losing? I put $25 in. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, my mom is very frugal with everything. Like, I was a single mom, you know what I mean? So she's like, I don't know about this, Gary. And like, you got me in this crypto thing, and she put down $25. It came up like $200. She was like, this is we up.
You see it.
What is this? And every day she hit my line. What this stock look like? And she doing research.
That's what I be trying to tell, like, the older people, bro. Like, my dad, my mom, like, they was looking at me crazy. When I told them I put 150 in stocks, it was like, what are you doing? When I came up with that $800, oh, how you do this? How you do this? But you know, like I showed him the numbers, bro. Like it's really not hard. It's not hard. It's just you have to take time with it. You have to start learning it and wanting to learn it. Cause it's really not gonna take you long to learn it. It took me like a week. Yeah. It's still, I mean, I'm still kind of like, you know, still learning more about it, but I feel like I know enough as far as like dealing with like contracts. Yeah. Knowing what to buy, when to sell, blah blah blah. But I feel like, you know, just buying actual like stocks is like definitely gonna be your safest route as far as just letting it sit. Because of course with a contract you gotta quick money. Yeah. Yeah. So
come up for real quick.
Yeah, like you got that's the thing, you gotta know when to do it, what you doing. Yeah. Like that, like last year with Tesla when they went up from like $700 to like $900 or $800, bruh, people was making money. If I had the money to put more into it, yeah, man, look, I have a castle right now.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like that's what you're saying is building a portfolio. Yeah. Like I can take this little 500 and move it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I can move it to my Binance account. I'm gonna tell you something else too. Akon's coin.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. Yeah.
Akon. Well, the thing is, you can't get it on every app. It's like one app you can get it on. I think it's Binance. You go on there, you type in the Akon I think it's AKON. Or AKN or something like that. It's basically Bitcoin's version in Africa. So it's his coin. He's going to be powering like all these electric stations and giving people power at home. He's already started doing that. Yeah. But it's basically going to be like the top currency in that country. So I would recommend getting some of that too because it's super cheap. You know, if it goes up, if it hits $1 or 50 cents, all right, you up. Straight up, we're moving to Africa. You know, we're moving to Africa. So, and I found that link from YouTube. I just was like, what's the crypto of 2021 November? Right. And the dude got on there and was like, oh, this and this and this. I'm like, oh, I did some research. I'm like, oh, this is affordable. Like, it's like $1, 20 cents. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And start putting money in there. So now I got money in Binance. So I got Binance is an app. So I got that money there, sitting and waiting. And I got crypto app, which is these two are not for beginners because it's a lot of charts, a lot of upping and downing, a lot of red and greens and yellows. So I would recommend if you're beginning, I would recommend Robinhood. Although Robinhood, I don't know if y'all know about the Dogecoin. Yeah. So like with Dogecoin, if you wanted to get it the night before, you got locked out. You couldn't buy it because it was going up so crazy. Yeah. They stopped you. Yeah. Like that's what Robinhood does. Like they're a little tricky. Yeah. But like other apps, they give you freedom. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, just be aware of Robinhood. But Robinhood is a great app to start, and they have a lot of information on there. Definitely buy your stocks through Robinhood for sure. Or Coinbase. You can do Coinbase. I think Coinbase does stocks. Yeah. But
I know you were telling me about that one too.
Yeah. Crypto app is what you want once you start learning it. And then make sure you refer your friends too, because you get $20. That's your friend.
And that's I saw I got like a $91 balance. I ain't putting no damn money in it.
Yeah, they give you crypto money, which is crazy. So yeah, man, more literacy for you guys. I need my $25. Right. I just bought a pillow for $25. Come on.
But I give you my $25. Don't worry about it.
How about that? You just take it. Well, with that being said, man, thanks everybody for tuning in. Yes. Now we pod, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Yes.